Welcome back to Lone Oak Farm 17, episode 18, with me, MrSealyp. After the last episode, it became apparent that the harvester is too small. I said about speaking to the boss. The boss is at the bank, speaking to the bank manager, whether he's on the phone or at the bank, I'm not too sure, about a loan, a business loan, a very substantial business loan, which I have promised I will pay back in the winter logging. Yeah. So anyway, bales. We leased the BSM semi-bale 50,000/6, I think it is, which is over there. That's only leased, we haven't bought it. As you've seen, I was loading that up, and I thought rather than come back with that, I came up and picked up the American Bandit trailer. But the problem with that was I needed the weight to counterbalance the forks to do the loading. But then with the weight on the back, you can't hook up the Bandit. So what I thought I would do to alleviate that problem, actually I could have just I could have just left the forks on there, couldn't I? There's me being all smart, thinking, oh, I solved that problem. I could have just lifted the forks right up and still put the weight on the front. I just dug the forks in the back, pronged them on, unhooked them, and then yeah, that was kind of my workaround. But anyway, we need to give these pigs some straw. They are in dire need of some. So let's do that, and that. I don't know how many they're going to take. And then what I'm going to have to do, I thought I'd be a little bit sneaky. I'll be honest, I thought I'd be a little bit sneaky. And I was going to back the semi-trailer into the barn, the red barn, then unload from in there to save me moving it around. However, it won't fit in the doorway. It's literally an inch or two too small. Too tall. The door's an inch or two too small. The trailer's an inch or two too tall. So unfortunately, it's going to be manual. You don't need to see that. It's going to take me ages, I would imagine. and I'll stack them inside. So what I'll do first of all is let's grab this. Ooh, back off the back. No! That wasn't supposed to happen. Put those back down. Well, I suppose that would have been an easier way of doing it, wouldn't it? Yeah, I could have just done that. Lifted it up and still put the weight on the front. Oh, never mind. That teaches me for being a smart pants. So, I'm assuming with 75 hogs, this is going to take a few. I haven't really given myself a lot of room, have I? But it doesn't matter because they're just going to go straight into the trough. And I'm assuming I'm in the right place as well for doing that. Nope, that's on the straps. Another one. Okay. Let's... No, I've knocked the other stack off. Oh no! It's my own fault for not getting straight on. After all that hard work loading everything up, and then go and mess it all up here. Genius move. So they should now. That does not just take one bale. What is... What's happening here? It can't be one bale. What's happening? Straw, one bale, and it's full. How, oh, I suppose it's the time of year. They need more in the winter, don't they? So I've been worrying all this time about there's no straw. The pigs have got no straw. They can't produce manure, and I think I've just produced. I've got 16 on here. Full. Well, I had 16 on there. Full trailer over there. Oh man. I've only produced about 50 bales more than I needed. Well, these are going to have to be restacked and stored somewhere. Actually, these I might just leave there on the floor, and as the pigs use them, they should just disappear from there, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to unload, then we'll go on to the next thing. We need to, at 5 o'clock, go over and see Chad the artist at Field 27. Speak to him about the leasing opportunity. Gibson's Bakery that offered me the contract I need to do, it was wheat and eggs, and it was supposed to be sugar cane, but we can't do sugar cane, has offered me a boom sprayer, a New Holland boom sprayer. They've got one, they're prepared to let me have it half price. So, like I say, we'll see how we get on with the bank manager and the bank loan. If we do alright, we're going to be getting some more machinery. We're going to get a slurry spreader, possibly a muck spreader as well, I don't know, maybe one or the other. We're going to be buying the field out by the sheep, and we're going to be buying some sheep. So, like I say, I need to make that money back in the winter, which I'll have no problem doing. So, I know normally I'll do a load of work in the winter, loads and loads of logins, so by spring I'm not sitting on a nice pretty penny, so to speak. This way round it's kind of more realistic. We're going to borrow from the bank a kind of short-term loan investment in the farm, which I will pay back. That's the plan. So anyway, well that will do then. One bale was all that was needed. The pigs should be happy now. We'll start producing manure, plus their health should go up now. Now they've got everything. Cleanliness needs a bit of work on that. But yeah, all good. So I'll see you in a bit when I've got these all unloaded. It's going to take a while, but never mind. What else am I going to do with my time? I am back down at the store, and the pickup is pretty much ready to go. We need to put the fifth wheel attachment in the back, and then we're good to go. It is 2 minutes to 5, and I need to get to Chad the artist's house. Now, he did say when he spoke to the boss, oh wow, we've got this as well, haven't we? I forgot about that. We've got the gooseneck transport trailer. Oh yes. That to come after 5 o'clock on any weekday. I know it's Saturday, but we're going to try, because we need to get a few things done. Boss has spoken to the bank manager is happy for us to have a loan. We've got to compile a list of equipment we need to work out how much we need to borrow, and then we'll see what we're going to end up with. The harvest is going to be sold, the sprayer is going to be sold. Gypsons have got one for us, we're going to get cheaper. We are going to whiz over to Jimmy M. Jimmy M's got a case, kind of like dealership. He said this time of year, getting ready for harvest. Actually, I'm going to do this while I'm doing it. Lots of people are trading in their old harvesters and machinery for the newer models, larger models, that kind of stuff. That was a bit haywire. Just click that on. There we go. Close the boot. Sorry, trunk lid, whatever you want to call it. So he's got an overstocked yard of used combines and tractors and various other bits of equipment. So we're going to take a trip there to see what's available and hopefully pick up a deal. He said they're going for roughly half price. Now, interestingly, when you look in store, in game, case harvesters, especially the big one, the 9230, 9320, I always get around the wrong way, I'm not sure, is about 400 and something thousand. So I was looking online in real life at used 9230s, and they're going for about 190,000 euros for a machine with about 900 hours on. Less hours, they're a bit more expensive, up in the 200,000 mark, 220, 230. Ones with higher hours on are going for sort of 140,000. So that's about right for a used one. I should be able to pick one up. Where am I going? Chad's is this way, isn't it? Chad the artist lives in between, right in the middle of field 27, and that's the field we're going to lease from him. So I think the deal was, I did say, didn't I, 10%. That's the rental fee. Whatever crop you do on his field, you give him 10% of the crop. That's the payment. So that's actually not too bad, which means he gets 10% of a crop which he can do whatever he wants with, without the hassle of worrying about the field, having to work it or anything like that. So he has an absolute result. So anyway, we're going to be heading off to Jimmy M's to have a look at harvesters. Hopefully the money will be in the bank. We need to work out what we need. And what else? Oh yeah, we've got well, I'll talk about the other deal in a minute, but I'm just going to speak to Chad first, and hopefully if he's about, he did say after 5 o'clock on a weekday, but his car's here, so fingers crossed. We'll see how we get on. Okay, so same deal applies. 10%. He's very happy with that. He has also got a far one of the old little balers that he was going to restore, and he wanted to know if I want it. We may come and collect it at some point. I don't know if I've got a use for it, but it's been offered, so we could get a baler. Oh yeah, I didn't even look around the truck. This is the new truck. This is Jockey Inc.'s new truck. We've got the TT with the red doors. It kind of goes with the Jockey's Hogs logo that I put up a few episodes back now, when we got the first hogs. So yeah, quite like it. It's got a bit of grunt, nice bit of kit. We've got the fifth wheel attachment on the back, so we can get a trailer on there and anything else that comes. What we're going to do now is we're going to head off to Jimmy M's. It's a bit of a drive. I'm not too sure when we're going to get there. Hopefully it won't be too dark, and we're going to have a look over the harvesters. Hopefully by then we'll know where we are financially and we can put an offer on one. But also I've got a contract I mentioned a while back that Jockey Inc. has accepted, and it's for more hogs, and it's from ND Agri Farms Limited. They're in Sussex, and they've got an excess, and they've offered us a really good deal. It was something like $80 a pig. I think we're getting another 25 or something for only for about 2,000. Not a huge amount of money, and they're being shipped, so they're going to be with us either tomorrow or Monday, probably Monday now because they've got to be shipped. So yeah, more hogs, not knocking that at all. They do say they've got sheep as well on hand if we need any. So potentially we might get some sheep from them, or we might just go to the livestock market. I'm not too sure. But we seem to be getting a huge amount of contracts all of a sudden coming in. So I'm assuming, you know, word is spreading of what we're doing, and we're getting loads to do. So we're off. Off to Jimmy M's. We'll have a look at what's available and hopefully make an offer. That's the plan. So we now have got field 27. What's field 27 got in it? I'm wrong button. Let's have a look. Field 27 is, where are we? Over here. Is that more barley? Oh, okay, more barley. So we've got all of field 50 to do for Barris. Barris came back to me and said as long as he's got his 500,000 litres of silage, we can do whatever we want with the rest of it. So I could collect the barley on that. I might do more silage on that because I've got some silage in the clamp that I did from grass, but I might do some silaging. I might do a bit of everything. I know I'll sell some, I'm not sure. But now we've got field 27 with barley as well. So when we harvest that, all we've got to do is make sure 10% of that goes to Chad, which is another absolute result. Subscribers are coming through. It's awesome. Plus we need to go and we got to look at the New Holland as well. I completely forgot about that. We've got to go to Brim Tractor in Eugene. JM said so. We're going to have to go to the Case dealership now. Then we'll have to head off to Brim, but Brim's might be tomorrow, I think. But anyway, that said, let's get on. We need to go. So let's head out of town and let's go to this Case dealership. Just spoken to the boss. The bank trip was semi-successful. We worked out that all the equipment we needed to buy came in about 1.3 million, I think. Actually, it came in at 1.6, I think, but we've got about 500 in the bank. 500,000, not $500. The bank would only lend us 935,000. So we're going to have to prioritise what we need. Yeah, we've got quite a long list of stuff that we need and a couple of things that we want. So we're going to have to kind of make do and mend type situation. But we are looking for Jimmy M's, which is... that's the main store. Ah. Wow, this is impressive stuff. Okay, so he wasn't joking. They've got an overstock of machinery. Understatement of the century. Wow. Okay, so we got what have we got here? Things ready to ship, I take it. We've got 1660. No, 1455. Case Puma. 185 with narrows. Oh, we've got some of those new ploughs. The Ecolo tills. We're in the market for one of those, actually. I want to get a slightly bigger plough. They're quite expensive though, about 80 grand each. Tractors. Trouble is, I only came for a harvester and I'm going to end up buying a tractor. So we're starting off with the small ones. 1455s, Pumas, twin rears. They're wides? Can't tell. Optum with wheel weights. Optum with twins. Magnum, crawler track, nice. What's that one? 380s. They're all 380s. 380 with narrows. Is it narrows? Yep. Another 380 with narrows. And a 340 with twins. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, what else we got? Quad track 470. And a quad track 620. The Big Daddy. It would be cool to have the quad tracks with wheel options. Maybe an FS19. I know they've got the case quad track, so it's whether or not it's just the case. You can have wheeled options. I think twin wheels on that would look amazing. What else we got? So the bigger harvesters there. These are the 1660s. Corn header. Helianthus header. Capello. Okay, and then we've got... Oh, we've got a sugar beet harvester. Can't do sugar beet on lone oak, so that's not going to be much help at all. And then we've got... is that a draper? 45-foot header. Yeah, it's got its own wheels, doesn't it? A couple of 7130s. Corn header. That's the case corn header, isn't it? That doesn't fold up. Yeah. What's that, a 9 metre? Can't tell. Then we've got another 7130 with a case header. Oh, 3020. And then we've got the big boys. Oh, now a 9230. Yeah. Don't want to say 9320. 9230 axial flows. So we've got a draper header on this one. Is that standard wheels on that? Standard. We've got a helianthus header on this one with all twins, front twins. Oh, that doesn't mind me clambering all over the machinery. I like that. I like the front twins a lot. Then we've got a Capello corn header on tracks. That does look nice with tracks. It's incredibly slow though. I think it only goes about 12 miles an hour, something like that. And then a standard one with no header. All pipe out though. Wow, okay. I could have one of everything. They're awesome. But we need a harvester. That's what we're looking for. Now, do I go for a 7130 or a 9230? I'm thinking go big or go home. I do like the twin wheels, front twins. So I'm thinking maybe the front twinned harvester, but I don't want the helianthus header. Maybe we could do a big corn header. And they've got a draper 45-foot header here, haven't they? Now I'm thinking second hand, and this was online in real life, one of those is going for about 200,000. Now obviously you've got engine hours and then you've got harvester hours. It'll have two settings on that. The engine hours will be driving to and from and then doing whatever crop, and then obviously when the harvester's running they'll have the actual harvester hours, because the harvester section's not running when it's driving to and from. So it depends. Normally the harvester hours should be lower than the driving hours, as long as they haven't got ridiculously high hours on it, it'll be fine. Right, so I think we need to go for that then. We'll try and get the harvester, 2 headers. If he's doing a deal and he's saying good deals, half price type things, I'm looking at about 200 for that. The headers, don't know if I can get those half price as well. I'm going to be looking at about 260,000 I think, all in, if I can get a good deal on that. Fingers crossed, if we can get a good deal, all well and good. And then hopefully if I can ship them straight away, we can have them tomorrow, because I don't know if we're going to have to start harvesting Sunday. It'd be nice if we didn't have to, but I think we might need to. This place is awesome. Okay, right. Who do I negotiate with? I need to find somebody. Where is Jimmy M? He's got to be about somewhere. I'm going to see if I can get a deal on one of these as well, actually. I'm going to try and get one of those half price too. Worth chancing my arm? You never know. Maybe you'll throw one in for free because I spent so much money. Who knows? Right, Jimmy, where are you? We're back, and we had a very productive trip. We managed to procure the case 9230. We've managed to get the Draper 45-foot header. We've got a Capello HS16 corn header. Farm Dog is over the moon about the deals. He's so happy. And we've also got the Ecolo Till plough all thrown in, and we got it all for $300,000. So not too bad at all. Now, as you can see, top right hand corner, the money has come from the bank, $935,000. So what I'm going to do on the way back to the store is I'm going to stop at the field on the left here, which is by the sheep pasture, sheep farm. I'm going to buy it, as long as I don't get run over getting out and crossing the road. That would be unfortunate. Now, I can't remember, this was going for 70 something, 78,000. And as you can see, there's the loan, the money's there, nothing dodgy, $1,010,000 is the total. That was with the 75,000 we started off with. So, how much are we looking at? That's not too bad. We'll get that. we'll have to come and do some work on this, maybe a bit of a spray on here, but we need to sort out the boom sprayer. Gypsons have offered us theirs, the New Holland one, and we should get some money off that. It was offered to me half price, and then Tony at Gypsons said he would give it to me for the same price I paid for the Lizard boom sprayer, which I thought was a bit probably a bit too cheap. So we're going to get a discount. I don't know if it'll be as much as half off, but we'll see. So what we're going to do now is we're going to we're going to spread slurry spread field 1. I was going to get a slurry spreader and a manure spreader, but I don't think financially we're going to have enough money to do both. So we're going to get the Vinhuis Premium Integral, is that what it's called? I haven't used it. Yeah, I've used that one, the Brocard manure spreader. Did that on Sussex. I was going to get the Stroutman, but like I say, I can't justify buying both. So I'm sure it is the Premium Integral. We've run the Garant before. I haven't used the Premium Integral since Lawfolds. I think it was Lawfolds Farm I used that on. So we're going to get, I think we're going to get one of those $106,000. Yeah, we will. Why not? There we go. That's only a 30,000 litre tank, so I'm thinking what we can do as well is maybe get the Garant multi-tank from the liquid storage pack, which I think is 25,000 to buy. I'm sure it's 25,000 to buy. We can put 60,000 litres in that, so if we take them both down to the field, we've got 90,000 litres on hand. I'm thinking that's kind of the best thing to do. Of course, the other thing I forgot was that at the BGA we've got digestate as well, haven't we, from selling all the silage bales. So what we could do is fill up from there. That's an option. Or what we could do as well is, I've done on some maps before, if we do get the multi-tank, we could take it over to buy the slurry, take it to the BGA, sell it at the BGA. We'll make a tiny bit of profit, but it won't cost us anything then technically for the slurry. Turn that into digestate and then use the digestate on the fields. So then effectively it's costing me nothing to slurry the fields. We're just kind of going through a secondary process on it. So I think, and there's lots of thoughts buzzing around my head now. I'm trying to work out what we're going to do. We do need to go to Eugene, Oregon to look at the New Hollands. That's probably going to be the next episode though, I think. Yeah, lots to do. I'm trying to, in my head now, mentally think what to do first. We're going to go and get the Challenger from the main farm. We'll bring that over, hook it up to the Vinhuis, and then, I don't know if I'm saying that properly, I hope I am. We'll take the pickup back, and yeah, that will take the pickup back. Actually, while we're doing that, we can pick up the gooseneck trailer, the transport one that we bought. I have sold the case harvester. I can't remember if I said that already now. When we went over to look at the case dealership, the harvester's gone, the headers are gone, and so it has the Lizard boom sprayer. So that's why the money is looking as it is. So what we'll do, I'll whiz back with this, put this away, we'll grab the Challenger, and then we'll come back. So the next time you'll see me will be in a moment when we're heading back with the Challenger in tow. And with the magic of editing, here we are. I've put the twins on this only because I thought it would avoid compaction on the field that we've just harvested. I know it makes no real difference actually in game, but it looks cool, and the Vinhuis is quite a big, hefty bit of machinery. So what we'll do now is take this to Sengstocks Organics. We'll fill this up with slurry, and then we'll go down to field 1 and we'll start spreading. And then I'm just thinking whether off screen I might get the Garant multi-tank. We'll see how far this goes, because I honestly don't know how far this is going to go. we might get way more over the field than I think, or we might not get anywhere near as much over the field. Just thinking how we're going to get this in here now, because it's actually quite tight. Yeah, it should be alright. It's just whether or not you can get to the kind of load trigger, whether I think you have to be down the side of it, not the back of it maybe. If I can do that without hitting the building would be even better, of course. So there we go. I wonder how much it's going to cost. Probably not very much. It's one thing I have to say for Sengstock's Organics. What used to be Sengstock's Slurry Emporium, but now they're doing manure as well. So prices were always very good, which makes it a very good option. If you haven't got many animals or any animals at all, it is a nice viable alternative to chemical fertilisers and sprays and stuff like that. But obviously when you get further on into the spraying season, it can get quite pricey. What I'm going to do, yeah, it's 25,000. I don't need the fuel. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'm checking the price of the fuel tank. The multi-tank. That's part of the liquid storage pack by BSSB, and it's actually worth its weight in gold. 60,000 litre capacity. I used it on Sussex quite a lot because I was doing lots of haulage jobs and things like that. It comes in very handy. So 600 and something. That's amazing. Okay. Down to field 1. And let's get cracking. Tomorrow will be another busy day. I want to get this done. And hopefully the stuff from Jimmy, case dealer, will come tomorrow morning. So we'll get the Ecolo till tomorrow morning so we can plough field 1, because that hasn't had a ploughing stake on it. That needs to be ploughed. So that should come tomorrow morning, but before that I do need to get it slurry spread, so I'll get that done now. Then in the morning when the plough turns up I can get the plough on that, and I'm assuming there's going to be more fields ready for harvest tomorrow. That's why we really need the harvester as soon as possible. I don't know whether to get up and head straight out to Eugene to check out the New Hollands. I think we were kind of aiming at a T7, I think. I'm sure they said they had a blue power, one of the T7 heavy duty blue powers. So maybe we'll get one of those, we'll see. But let's open this up. It's quite wide, and that's the problem. Because it's wide you cover a lot of ground quickly, but because you're covering a lot of ground quickly you're using a lot of slurry quickly. It's just dawned on me what I've done as well, in that I just said I've got digestate at the BGA and I've just paid for slurry when I could have got it out of the digestate tank for nothing. Mind you, that said it was only $600 odd, so I definitely think I'm going to do that option as well, where I take the tanker and I just take slurry to the BGA, sell it at the BGA, make the digestate and use digestate on the fields, because I can make a bit of profit. So that's probably the best option, I think. What we'll do now, I'm going to go around the edge, just going to do a headland all the way around, see how far we get with it. It's going down fairly quickly, but then like I say, we're covering quite a spread with this. If we did it with a smaller slurry tank, it would take ages and we'd be backwards and forwards filling up. But even with this, I think having the tanker on hand, if I go and get the truck and get the tanker, fill that with 60,000 litres and bring that down, I can do 2 more refills of this without then having to go back. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And that's us empty. So we didn't even get a full circuit round. But again, not the end of the world. What I'm going to do this time then, because I haven't bought the multi-tank yet, we'll go back up and I'm going to go to the BGA. I'm going to fill this up with digestate this time. Bring it back down and get it going. I think set it on a worker, and then I'll go and get the truck. But we have come to the end of another episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm enjoying playing this one. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.